I'll start.
And you're gonna bring up this Aisha Curry thing.
I'm be
I
on the
almost don't
surface
want to
today.
speak on that out loud.
I just want to talk about because I was going back and forth with a couple people, and I'm
okay, cool.
Y'all don't know, man. Y'all think I can talk hip hop all day? I could definitely talk married,
talk about that
bad marriage shit all day. Like that's with my eyes closed. All right, let's go. What's good? What's good? What's good? You to the apartment 5B. It's your man Kill. Got my squad with me today as always. Ladies first. Porsche, what's good?
Not a whole lot, Kill. How are you?
Hey, everything is good. Nick out the ATL. What's good, brother?
What's going on, big bro? Y'all can hear me today?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you good. You good. You good. Vague out of BK. What's good?
Still working on that album, man. That's these verses, man. I just feel like when the hell am I rate that? You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, I'm enjoying watching the Sixers game in everybody's background, so I'm good. What's good with you, man?
Man, I'm happy to be here, man. Loving life, tired, but I'm good.
All right, no doubt, no doubt. Oh,
congrats to your daughter.
I was just about to say before we even get started, congrats to Vern's daughter graduating college.
Man,
how does that feel, good brother?
I'm still what's the word? I'm still kind of taking it all in, man. It comes in waves. Like the morning before we left, I'm just looking at old pictures and emotions is just like, wow, man. It's crazy. And then I put this on Twitter, man. Me and my wife was in the bathroom and I was like, we did it, you know, we did it. I mean, through the highs and lows. And I was talking to an AAU cat that I know on Twitter, man, and we were just laughing about like during the housing crisis, bro. We went to New Orleans on a borrowed $200. Your debit card, when you know you get gas, it only charge $1. You know, just hooking and crooking, man. But but the reward of that is, man, you know, when we got through all of that, her senior year at the banquet for our AAU team, they did a video for all the parents. And she said, you know, I know there was times that my parents struggled, but they always found a way. And, you know, she gets it, man. And it's dope, man. I'm so proud of that girl, man. So thank y'all.
Yeah, no doubt. Definitely salute to you and your wife for that. That's a huge feat.
Big accomplishment, yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. All right, let's get right into it. Y'all know me. Yo, we talking about our top 3 to 5, however many people could come up with, dopest hip-hop crews and your slept-on hip-hop crews. We're going to be talking about who your 3 favorite members out of each crew and your 5 favorite songs out of each crew and everything like that. I'm going to do it like on some old school spade shit. I'm going to just throw it out there. Wu-Tang. Does everybody have Wu-Tang as in their top 5 crews?
Yeah, and I had to get clarity if they were a crew or not, but Portia set me straight. So yeah.
Well, here's the thing. I still email to this day about the top dopest, the March Madness group show. Every time I tweet that out, somebody, I guarantee you,
where's Wu-Tang?
Where's Wu-Tang? And I was always like, it's 8, 9, 10. I don't even know how many people in the Wu-Tang. Like this ain't Earth, Wind, and Fire. Hip hop group. That's a group. I don't care how they come out.
Yeah.
If you got more than 8 people, that's not a group. That is a crew. That is a posse, crews, clans, and cliques, or whatever Helter Skelter says. So Wu-Tang Clan. Let's start off with that. Nick, top 3 favorite people from Wu. What are your top 5 songs from anybody in that crew, and why do they make your top 5 greatest crew list?
Okay, so they make the top 5. Wu-Tang basically bookend my high school career. Fall of '93, spring '97. There's 36 Chambers, Wu-Tang Forever. That's simple enough. Just 4 years of great music. The top 3 members will be Ghost, Ray, and Method Man for me. Top songs. Dang, that's hard, man. Dang, you said how many songs? 3?
3, 5 if you can. Whatever you got, big.
So I'm gonna say Incarcerated Scarfaces, Criminology, Liquid Swords, the title track. Nutmeg and Malcolm by Ghostface. That'd be my 5.
All right, no doubt. What about you, Porsche?
Yeah, so Wu-Tang's my favorite group. So they're definitely in my top 5. And then my favorite members in Wu are, sorry, you said 3 favorite members?
Top 3 members.
Okay, so it would be, I know Nick hates it when I like double up on rankings, so I'll try to not do that. I got Raekwon, Ghostface, and I'm stuck between Deck and Jizza, but I'll go with Jizza. And then I didn't know we could do the solo joints, so I got all the Wu-Tang joints, and they're Protect Your Neck, Mystery of Chess Boxing, which other ones? Clan in the Front, and Seventh Chamber. I like the whole 36 Chambers album, honestly. But those ones are mine.
All right, no doubt. What about you, Veg?
Top 3 members.
Yeah, your top 3 fave members.
Jizza and Raekwon. It's probably my top 3. All got classic albums. Top 3 songs, Cream, because when first time I heard that beat and them rhymes, I was like, yo, this shit is different. Like there was nothing else out there like it. What else? Shit. I feel like I like the Rainy Days remix a lot.
Hell yeah.
I like that shit a lot. I wish it was on the album for the beat and everything. And anything off of Supreme Clientele, to be honest. I played all that shit on the radio. So
nice.
Those are my 3.
All right. And why do they make your top 5?
Who, Wu-Tang or the
yeah, Wu-Tang as a crew. Like what was it that did it for you?
I think as a crew, well, the number one thing for me that says that they should be there regardless, you know, whoever picks what, is the fact that 36 Chambers is a classic. And obviously, and then they followed it up with like solo albums. It was a minute where they kind of had back-to-back classics extending from that original album. So like, you know, Only Built for Cuban Links, Liquid Swords, you know what I'm saying? Not to Cal. But it was now nowhere near a classic. But I just think like for them to do something like have that many members, make an impact, branch off and still be successful, even to this day, you know, that's something special. Like you can't really think of many crews that even had now that I think about it, you know, there may be 1 or 2 on my list, but that had multiple classics, you know what I'm saying? Like real records that could stand. Like if you took out 36 Chambers and Only Built for Cuban Links came out, it's still a classic. You know what I'm saying? You don't need 36 Chambers.
Right.
Feel like, oh, well, the energy from that made me like them already. So, you know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't really a big Ghostface fan until Only Built for Cuban Links.
Same here.
You know what I'm saying? When
yes,
I was,
exactly.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I've been sleeping on this dude. You know what I'm saying? So I just think they brought a lot to the game that was new and different, but also familiar. And they were always about skill, regardless of what the subject matter was. So I think that makes them one of the best crews of all time.
All right, no doubt. What about you, Vern?
All right, Wu-Tang, I'm gonna go Meth, Ghost, and Ray. I'm gonna just throw out some songs that nobody else said. I'll Be There For You. I love, you know, how Meth freaked it. Cherche La Ghost. I love that song. It's just the bounce and the energy. And I'm gonna say Shimmy Ya, Protect Your Neck. And Wu makes my list because that's not my style. If y'all know by now, I'm more of a jazz, Tribe, De La, kind of smooth. But them niggas just got that energy, man. And you know, and a flow, man. You can't deny their skill. You can't deny how they came into the game and just kicked the door down, man. And you know, they stayed true to who they were for the most part. And I'll say this too: they killed guest appearances. Like Meth, put him on a guest appearance, he gonna wipe his boots on your white carpet, man. You know, so they got style, and even though they have a lane that they're in, they can adapt to different things. You look at a Ghostface on an Outkast joint, you know, things of that nature. So just their originality, their flexibility is why they made my list.
Right.
And we got to say RZA too, man. You got to put him on it. You know, you got to put him out.
The brains behind it all.
Yeah, the funny thing is my joint is almost exactly like Nick's. I got Ray, Ghost, and Meth. Favorite song, Incarcerated Scarfaces, Cream. Title track Liquid Swords. I got Nutmeg, and I got Brooklyn Zoo. You know what
Can
I
I
mean?
ask a question?
Yeah.
Why do you guys like? I guess Nick, Vernon, you had Meth on your list. Why Meth over like Jizza or Deck? Like, what is it about Meth that makes you? But then like Tikal isn't a classic, or T2 isn't a classic. Like, what?
His mic
How is
presence.
that? What's going on?
His presence, his
What's going on, you
persona,
guys?
his presence, his persona, and like I said, Meth is better as a guest
Exactly.
artist
Than a solo.
It's kind of like a guy. Like, I think if Klay Thompson leaves Golden State, he ain't gonna be what people think he is.
Exactly. Same
you know, it's a lot of times you're better as an ensemble than when you try to you the man by yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, cause you look at him on Biggie joint. He was on Tupac joint. Killed that. Like
him and Red.
Wu-Tang debut. He was the standout MC. So yeah, Meth he just didn't live up to his potential.
Yeah, and I mean, same thing. Meth just, you know, when you talk about an MC having it, he has it. He has that it factor. You know what I mean? I don't know why he just can't make good albums. You know, because I don't know if RZA wasn't in his bag when Tikal came out. I really wasn't even checking for Tikal too, so I don't even know if RZA did anything on that. But to Vern's point, Meth murders everything he's on. You know what I mean? You put him on an R&B record, he's gonna murder it. You put him on a hip hop record, he's gonna, no matter what you put him on, I hated that Mary J song over Hot Sets, but Meth, it doesn't, and one of the reasons why, of course, Wu makes my list is like back to what Vern was saying, the guest appearances, like anything by SWV, the Wu remix, like that was crazy, like or the SWV, they take the old school, Sugar Hill joint and kill it. You know what I mean? And no matter where they go, and it's funny, I remember my man Michael Jean Jocks came to my crib in like 90. He was like, yo, I was up in Staten Island. It's these dudes, the Wu-Tang Clan, man. They like karate people. And I was like, what you talking about? He's like, nah, man, I'm telling you, man, these Wu-Tang niggas and da-da-da-da. I was like, whatever. Then I heard Protect Your Neck, and I was like, wow. Then I heard Method Man. I was like, yo, this is dope. And, then it just kept coming. And like Vank said, I remember, and I don't even know if this was true. I remember, I want to say, like, when one of their albums was coming out, my program director at the radio station, Ray, was like, yo, it's some like hidden type, you know what I mean? The Wu doing some old hidden type thing where they just flashing like on some bat signal shit in New York. They just flashed the bat signal and you had to just locate it or some shit like that if you wanted to get into that party or something like that. But I got to see that happening, you know what I mean? And then the way like Vern was saying, how RZA, how we freaked the W into the M for Meth and into the
the G for Jizzle. Like
Vank said, it was something that had never been done before, and more importantly for me, it was big for me because they put a borough that had never been talked about in the history of New York hip hop. You know what I mean? It was like nobody even cared about Staten Island. You know what I mean? You now have people who, when they go to visit New York and go to visit hip hop land spots, got to take the ferry because they want to Staten Island. They had people calling it Shaolin. You put a place that was nobody ever cared about. It was like the Force MDs and the UMC. To take that and make it into something to do Wu wear, you know what I mean? And it's almost like similar. I'm not comparing it, but I'm saying kind of like what Griselda's doing with Buffalo. Now you got all these upstate New York people who could never catch a break. Now it's like want to go to Buffalo. So that's really for me. What did it for Wu? So next up, I'm gonna say this: the boot camp click. Does the boot camp make everybody's top 5?
Yes, indeed.
That's
how me and you met, Kill.
Right, through the mixtape, right?
Yes.
Boot camp mixtape. All right, Nick, give them to me. Top 5 songs, top favorite 3 MCs, and why they're in your top 5.
Same reason. Wu was like that was the soundtrack to my high school. same thing. So we're doing top 3 MCs and top 5 songs. Yeah,
top 3 MCs, top 5 songs. If you have them, you can do 3.
Top 5 MCs. Well, you said top 3 MCs.
Three,
So Sean Price,
mm-hmm.
Buckshot, And ooh, damn, it's tough. I love Tech and Steel, but I'm gonna have to say Rock.
Okay.
Rock Ness Monster. Yeah.
Yeah, he bad.
Ooh. Now songs. Damn, boy, this is hard, man. Who got the props? Because that was my introduction.
Spark it off here.
Yeah. How many MCs?
Mm-hmm.
LaFleur, LaFly, and Scorchka, however it's pronounced. I don't know. Yeah, that joint. Let's Get It On.
Mm-hmm.
And the Soundboy Burial.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
That's dope. Porsche, what about you?
I mean, same as Nick, but I got Tech instead of Rock. And then same joints, like, yeah. And for the same reasons. I mean, lyrically, you can't go wrong with them. Everything is just on point. I love Sean Price. Like, it's just not, I mean, that's as simple as that. So.
Right. All right, Babe, what about you?
Top 3 favorite MCs in Boot Camp Click. Buckshot. Rock and Rock. Just taking them lyrically, you know what I'm saying? Top 5 songs, Soundboy Burial. I Got You Open remix. How many MCs?
I copped the Rod
I
Labels
like
because
Operation Lockdown a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I had that one on my list too.
I don't know if that's the video, just something about the way that beat creeps in and what they do with the lyrics, man, it went down like it's like that shit just is dope. And the OGC joint. What's the one that kind of got like the
Hurricanes to Rain?
Yeah. Wait, was it that?
Well, Hurricane Rain was Strength Solo joint. Their 2 joints was like The Storm and what was the other one called?
I think the one I'm talking about is The Storm. Because it was 2 joints they had that was fire, and I believe they were singles. Or at least they were on the mixtapes heavy.
You got The Storm and you got No Fear.
Oh yeah, No Fear. Boom.
Yeah. I think it was one of those 2. I can't remember. It's the way it starts. It starts with this, like, it might be The Storm. It starts with this, it almost sounds like a drum roll before the beat drops.
Yeah, I think that's
but them joints was dope, man. The reason why I would have them in my top 5 again, I mean, they came out at a time where, you know, everybody, especially in Brooklyn, everybody dressed like that, everybody looked like that, but they kind of, the Beat Minus sound just represented what the way we dress, the way we act in Brooklyn, you know what I'm saying, at that time with the fatigue, extra big ass clothes and shit. But I think that's kind of what made it for me, because it was real dark and dirty, but they were lyrical. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't wasting any bars. You could tell they was trying to be the best at what they do, and there wasn't really a crew like them. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't a crew like, yeah, sure, they can call themselves the Boot Camp Click, and yeah, there are plenty of MCs who were dressing like that, looking like that. But I think it was that Beat Minus sound, along with their lyrical skill and them being different from each other, that kind of separated them from the rest of the MCs in the game, which made them a dope crew, man. So I definitely in my top 5.
all right. Vern, what about you?
Okay, so same reason I said Wu. Boot Camp, man. Boot Camp, I got a mix on my iTunes called Tim's, and it's full of it's Boot Camp, man, because you know, I'm a suited and booted type cat, man, but that dark feel, like Vague was saying, bro, Boot Camp takes you there, man. And for me to like them, they gotta be skilled, because again, that's not necessarily my lane, man, but I just love how they make you feel. And I just thought about this when we talked about it. I remember I'm in college, freshman year, went to the club, and I heard this song, and I didn't know what is this. So I'll go to the record store, and I was like, man, what is this song to go doom doom?
Yeah.
Doom, doom. Who got the props? So that's my first one. 3 MCs, Sean P, Buckshot, and I'm gonna say Rock as well. Who got the props? Because that set it off.
Mm-hmm.
LaFleur, Esco Scott. I play that song at least once a week, man. That bass line is just so heavenly. It's dark and it's light. And that's I'm gonna tell you what I love about boot camp. Them niggas will get you out of there, but they'll laugh while doing it. I mean, Sean P remind me of Vague. Vague is serious dude.
But he's funny too.
Dude, but he's funny. What's that song with Sean P say? I get the pound, I put the pound down and pound you, or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, they lyrical is all get out. The sound of it. Let me see. Let's Get It On. The way the Cocoa Brothers bounced off of each other, it was like ping pong. It's dope. You could tell they brothers, man. It wasn't some type manufactured type thing. Because a lot of times in the 90s, that was happening too. People was like manufacturing crews, but they were real about it. Bucktown, I mean, the bass again. Heads Ain't Ready.
Yeah.
Nobody said that one. The James Brown Big Payback remix.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
So
I got a story, Kill, by the way.
I'll stop right there.
All right, no doubt. I'm gonna get to your story, Vague. Same thing for me. Actually, Boot Camp is my favorite crew ever. You know, and I know I'm in the minority. I know everybody.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, bro.
Yeah, especially them first four
there ain't
albums.
nothing wrong with that. That's such a talented group. Yeah.
Right. But they're my favorite. It was something just about them, again, just like y'all said, who got the props, the video, like these little ill shorties with the book bags on, and you know, that sample that was just crazy melodic but crazy hard. And then when they came back with How Many MCs, it was like the video was crazy, just being in the projects. And you know, of course, Vegas being from Brooklyn, I spent every summer from 1st to 8th grade in Fort Greene, Brooklyn, 2 blocks away from Brooklyn Tech, where I wanted to go to high school, but my mom was like, bring your ass back to Philly. But, you know, and then that's where the whole D-Step started, all of that stuff. So them being D-Steps, them wearing the fatigues, just everything like that. And for me, same thing. It was Sean P, Tech, and Buckshot. Same thing with the songs. How Many MCs? Bucktown. I remember the first time I heard Bucktown. Like, I'm not trying to compare it to Troy, but it was like the first time I heard that Troy horn was when I felt the first time I heard that Bucktown like horn. It was, oh, this is crazy. And then I walk around town with a pound strap down on my side, no fronting, just in case I got to smoke something. Like, I love, like I said, that's a lost art of how you set songs off, you know, and that was perfect. I'm like you, Vern. I got the Heads Ain't Ready, and I got the Payback in parentheses. I'm gonna go with the I Got You Open, the original joint. You know, I think the remix was so crazy that people forgot about the original joint. He was out here 2 or 3 years ago. You know, that bass line had the whole club shit. And like I forgot. I was like, that brought me back to be like, oh my God, I forgot how crazy this joint was. And then LaFleur, that joint was crazy.
What was the B-side to that single? It was because it ain't make the album.
The joint was called Blah.
Yeah, Blah. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Kill, who did most of the producing for them, man? For the clip.
Well, the Beat Miners did basically. They did
Evil D and Mr. Walk.
Yeah, they did Into the Stage. And then the Beat Miners also was a whole crew. They did The Shining. You had Baby Paul in there. You had Black Tie, Chocolate Tie. So it was like 6 Beat Miners, but the main 2 was Walt,
Evil D,
and
2 brothers.
Yeah, and Baby Paul was like that third one. Then I want to say they did 3 or 4 on Helter Skelter, and then I think they did 3 on OGC. So you could I don't know what happened, but something happened where they went from doing all of it, doing 2 and 3, and then by that time, because one of my most anticipated albums was the For the People album. It was gonna be the Boot Camp Click album. Everybody's together, but you know,
there was no Beat Miners on that, right?
And then I don't think it was even no samples either. Like Buckshot still did a lot of it, and it was just whack. But kind of what Vague and both of you guys were saying, to me, the Beat Miners are the equivalent of like the Funk Brothers to me the most. Like, they were the backbone of everything. You know what I mean? Because you see what happened when they left. You know, the Beat Miners, or when the Beat Miners left them, however it worked. Once they stopped working with each other, Boot Camp kind of basically disappeared until Sean P popped back up. You know what I mean? So it showed how important they were. So so that's Boot Camp. Another crew, Native Tongues. Anybody got Native Tongues in their top 5?
Anybody that don't need to get off this.
No, so see, you unoffended Vague. Vague, you,
Nah, no, I'm just messing.
you don't have. So Vague, you don't have native tongues.
I'm trying
No,
to
I
see.
haven't.
Oh, you have.
Alright.
All right, all right.
Yeah.
All right, so we okay, we good across the board with that. All right, Nick, native tongues, what you got?
Native tongues top 3 MCs. Well, Q-Tip, because that's just what it is. Q-Tip, Pasta News, and what's the Dress from Black Sheep?
Yeah.
I love a wolf in sheep's clothing. That's like
Yes,
a favorite
sir.
of mine. So those 3, 5 songs would be Bonita Applebum, Buddy Remix. This is tough too. What's the Jungle Brothers song? What's that shit?
That's
Oh,
yeah, sound systems.
because I got it like that. That's what you're talking about. What is that?
You
It's
talk.
on the second album.
Yeah, you talking about God, what is this? Not Beads on Tribe Vibes, nah. JB's coming through.
There we go. That one.
Yeah.
He's coming through.
Yeah.
This is damn tough, bro. Damn. Millie pulled Biddy's in the BK Lounge.
They didn't care who they was hitting.
Yep.
And, man, it's so much, bro.
Yeah,
5
man.
songs. Shit.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm gonna say The Choice Is Yours remix.
All right.
Bro. Okay, can we stop right there? Thank God for that remix, man.
You know what I'm saying? Because the OG version is.
Ooh.
They could just remove that from the album.
Yeah, and my bad, I forgot to do this for people who may be watching who don't know the native tongues. It was the Jungle Brothers, De La Soul, Tribe Called Quest, Moni Love, Queen Latifah, Black Sheep, Chi Ali. They had some kind of alternates.
Yeah, because I'm gonna throw somebody in here that you didn't name.
All right,
You know what? I like the Chi Ali Roadrunner too, and it not top 5. Never mind.
Right. All right. What was you gonna name, Vern?
Brand Nubian, based on what they said. And the only reason I say this because on the Tribe, movie, they named Brand Nubian, so I'm throwing them in there.
Yeah, I knew that they were like an affiliate.
Mm-hmm.
But like Beatnuts and them.
I don't know if they was real because I know Buster felt some kind of way that Leaders wasn't native.
Yeah.
Well, they said that.
Huh?
Said that like before Scenario drop. They said that Leaders of the New School were native tongue, like right before Scenarios dropped. So I just put them in that category. Like,
I know. Like, I saw a recent interview with Buster. He was like, "Yo, I was always salty. Kamal ain't like, damn, I'm on your remixes, but like, he just wasn't that official member or whatever like that." But all right, Portia, you got?
No, go after me because I need to think about my songs. I mean, skip over me because I need to think about my songs.
All right, Bae, what you got? Bae.
Did we lose him?
You froze
top
up
3
on-
MPs. Q-Tip. Yeah, my bad. My head? No. Yeah. No. Yeah.
Yeah, we hear you.
I get you.
You hear me? You can't see me.
We can't see you, but we can hear you.
We can hear you.
You can hear me though. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, my
Yep.
top MCs is Q-Tip, Pasta News. I'm just gonna add Leaders New School. Fuck what Q-Tip say.
Yeah.
Busta
Me too.
Rhymes.
Me too.
Mainly because days, like, I guess I don't know. Top songs, Buddy Remix,
Mm-hmm.
Scenario. Damn near every day, so much more. De La Soul joint.
We lost him.
Yeah.
Let me send him another invite. Vern, what you got?
All right, I'm gonna go Q-Tip, Pos, and Drez. I'm gonna go a roller skating jam called Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Black with Envy, Dreads spazzed out, lost his freaking mind on that mug. I'm gonna go with God Lives Through for Tribe. Wrath of My Madness for Latifah. My mellow Latifah was kicking flavor. And then since we made Leaders of the New School, Buster, Feminine Fat. I love that bounce.
Feminine Fat, yeah.
Yeah. Feminine Fat, that and Sound of Zekas, two of my slept on joints.
Yeah. Sound of the Zekas.
Sound of Zekas was stupid. For me, I got Tip, Pos. Y'all know how I feel about the JB, so I got Africa Baby Bam. And top songs, I got Check the Rhyme. I got De La's Ring Ring Ring. Tribe's Lyric to Go. Of course, That Choice Is Yours remix and the Buddy remix. And I mean, I think the dopest thing about the Native Tongue to me was just like, you know, like Vern said, they were those peaceful dudes, but they were dope. You know what I mean? Like, and they were able to, you know, make dope, incredible hip hop, even at a time like the fact that Tribe could be Tribe and Wu could be Wu. You know, Boot Camp could be Boot Camp, and nobody kind of looked down on Tribe. Right. You know, it wasn't like, oh, you ain't hard, you ain't from outside Queens, or you know what I mean? Like, so I love the fact that they were peaceful dudes and just regular dudes, but everybody was nice. You know what I mean? Like, everybody could hold their own in a cipher, or everybody made dope records. So to me, it made sense. I never understood how Chi Ali got in there. Like,
man,
they wrote all his rhymes.
What happened?
They wrote all of his rhymes. Like,
I thought when he first came out, I thought he was Dre's little brother.
Me too.
You know I mean? Kind of looked like Dre, so I was like, okay, well, maybe that's his little brother, or whatever, like that. And I heard Chi Ali got a documentary out that I'm really.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he does.
But but
we mentioned Moni Love too, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Moni Love was in there. But I was that was a very album I was highly anticipating, and her album just
it wasn't the move. She's still cute though. So,
can we say 30 years later, LADIE? That ain't how you spell lady, Moni. But Moni spazzed on that though. I'm just
yeah, Moni's flow was so.
Oh yes, sir.
You know what I mean? And I really thought she was gonna blow. I'm like, Shorty's cute and she can rhyme. You're like, how do you not beat that combination? But you know, whatever happened, it just didn't happen. But Vague, a lot of I'm not sure everybody heard what you said. So
let Vague go again.
What, start over?
Yeah, because I don't think we caught much of that.
Oh, no, said Q-Tip, Pos, and Buster.
Yeah, Q-Tip, Pos Noose, and Buster, my favorite MCs. Favorite songs, Buddy remix. I really, even though I know there are probably other De La songs that I like just as much, I love that So Much More joint a lot. Like, I listen to it a lot.
Yeah, that's a dope sample.
Like, even now, I listen to it a lot. I don't even listen to the album. Yeah. What else? Scenario remix, of course. Check the Rhyme, man. The radio played it out so much, but I loved that record when I first heard it. I just thought it was just perfect. You know what I'm saying? Something about it, the back and forth, the beat, the video, and the neighborhood on top. Like, it was, I don't know, it was just like perfect timing for a record. Who else? I like that JB's joint. What's the name of it again, Nick?
I think it was JB's Coming Through.
Yeah. I used to love that joint, man, back in the day. And what else? 8 Million Stories. Now I'm lying. I hate that record.
Yeah.
Because I hate it.
And probably even I mean, obviously I'm going off the dome, but well, We Got the Jazz. That's another record I love to death. So those are probably my top 5, but I would change them. So
all right, no doubt. Here's the my bad, Vern. What's up?
I do gotta show Chi Ali some love on this one though. That Let the Horns Blow. That was a dope posse cut, man.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, Vague, you had just said, shit, this is what 45 does. I just forgot it that quick. But the other thing I was thinking about briefly will come back to me. The Jungle Brothers, man. For some reason, I just don't think these dudes, and I get it. Like a lot of people, what was this? This may have been 89.
88.
Yeah, 88.
Yeah.
So I know
the first 2 albums.
Native Tongues fans don't really fuck with the Jungle Brothers, but yo, their first two albums, to me, 5 mics, both of them. Back to back. I don't know what happened afterwards. I don't know what I would love. I don't need a documentary. I can do a good interview to you know what happened with Jungle. Like there was no like it's. I mean, how did the Native Tongues break up? Like why wasn't Jungle on none of these Tribe albums? You know what I mean? Why wasn't Jungle on, like we spawned all this shit. How you not gonna now that y'all are larger than us? How y'all not gonna come back and get us or whatever like that? So but yeah, just I never felt like they get enough love out here. So definitely the Jungle Brothers. And I still can't think of what the hell I was gonna say that Big said. But all right, let's move on to the next one. Now
Porsche go? I don't think Porsche.
Oh, Porsche, my bad. Yeah, you wanted to come.
Oh no, that's okay. I got for MCs. I mean, you guys mentioned all the great songs, but for MCs, I've got Q-Tip, Pos, obviously, and Queen Latifah.
Yeah.
And then my joints, in addition to what you guys said, I'll just name a couple, is Ladies First. And I love that one because both of them are on it. Moni Love and Queen Latifah. And I love that female representation. And then obviously Scenario Remix, Bonita Applebum, like Vega said. And then Buddy off of De La's album. So.
Right.
Isn't Queen Latifah Flavor Unit though?
Yeah, but she is, but she at that time she was Native. Yeah.
Yeah, she was. She's
she was
definitely part of it. Yeah.
Both.
I think she was moonlighting, like on Smooth. Yeah, she was in 2 crews. All right, the next crew I got, I don't know if they make everybody's top 5. They were, when I thought about this show topic 3 weeks ago, they were on my slept on top 5. They weren't in my top 5 until I went to see their show at the Howard Theater.
Okay, you're they on here, bro. Yeah,
Yeah. But for me, prior to that show, I was like, yeah, I think I can't put Dungeon Family in my top 5. Like I'm
kind of disappointed in you, big boy.
You gotta go below because it's but remember my age. There's so many other crews that were out. But after seeing them perform at the Howard Theater, I said it once, I'll say it again. If Dungeon Family comes to your city,
go see them.
Go see them.
Go see them. Like I don't care what it is. With my fibromyalgia ass, I was still in there all night. Go see them. It was one of the dopest shows I've seen in years. So, Nick, I already know for you, what's your people with the Dungeon Family?
Dungeon Fam would be 3 Stacks, CeeLo, and Big Rube.
Okay.
But you know, since he never put out an actual album, I'm gonna say Cujo from Goody.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Cujo from Goody. So yeah, that's the top 3 favorite songs. Would be my intro to Let You Know, which is the opening cut. Love that. Claiming True. Love that.
Yeah, that organ come in.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Goodie Bag on the list. Witch Doctor Holiday is on the list. And Wheels of Steel by Outkast. That's my top 5. The reason they make the top 5 is I'm from Southwest Atlanta. They made it dope to be from Atlanta. They gave us real representation, real MCs. I love Jermaine Dupri. I love Dallas Austin. I love Criss Cross. I love all of that. But those were the first true MCs from Atlanta. And that's why they make my top 5.
All right, no doubt. Respect on that. What about you, Porsche?
So they don't make my top 5. And I only and I don't
no more Cloak and Dagger, man.
Like here's the thing. It's really only because I don't really this is almost difficult to say on this panel. But I know you guys love CeeLo, but I just don't like CeeLo that much. And I don't like Killer Mike that much. Like I just don't like I like Andre and Big Boy.
Even,
so this could be like my
albums, I can see where CeeLo went later. Like the Gnarls Barkley and all that shit. But like the Goody Mob albums?
Yeah, I mean Goody Mob albums are dope. But I just don't like I would never if someone was gonna be like, Portia, what are your top 5 crews? I'm never naming Dungeon Family. Like I'm just being real. And so the only MCs I really like out of them are Andre and Big Boy. And so that reverts back to Outkast. So for me, it's kind of like it's a wash, this one. So I'll just listen to what you guys have to say. And I apologize.
No, you don't have to apologize.
Yeah, like
You really don't.
It's your thing.
You don't hit this Dungeon Fam, please.
Yeah, I mean, like I just said, they, you know, a lot of people, like, even when Nick was saying, like, how many crews are there? Like, dog, I got front and back, like,
Yeah.
there's a lot of,
Yeah.
there's a lot,
come up with that many.
there's a lot of crews out here. So,
Like,
like
8 crews.
to say Dungeon Family ain't in your top 5 ain't no hip hop sin, at least in my opinion.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
Well, I gotta see the rest of your list, big bro.
Yeah, we gonna chop it up. We gonna chop it up. Veg, what about you? Do they make it?
Nope. You don't have to feel sorry. Fortunately, they're not.
Vegas, I don't feel sorry.
But like everyone said, it's not a form of disrespect. They just don't make your top 5. You know what I'm saying? But I do recognize the MC, so I could give you my top 3. I could give you a couple songs. So my top 3 Stacks, Big Boy, and I'm gonna go with Kool Joe also, because I think when I was listening to, you know, like when I was getting to know Goody Mob, you know, obviously you start, you know, especially when you first hear them, you know, you listening to see who nice, you know what I'm saying, and who not. And I think just stuff he was saying was just sticking with me, you know what I'm saying? And you watch the video and you're like, oh, that's that dude. He be spitting some shit, you know what I'm saying? So those are my top 3 songs. Therapy. I like the beat. I love the fact that, because, you know, even though I'm from Brooklyn, New York, born and raised, I like seeing people represent their city right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I dug the fact that, you know, I like shit like, you know, what you really know about the dirty South. I'm like, nigga, tell me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I want to know.
Yeah.
I don't want no imitations of any other city. I want to know what your city do. So I was really digging songs like that. Elevators, I love that joint. Just different, you know what I'm saying? What's another one? I Watch the Hook. Does that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That's on my list. Yeah.
Watch for the Hook.
I really love that joint. They play that in the club like when I was in college in DC. Like every time we went to the club, heavy rotation. But one of the reasons why I feel like they should be in some people's top 5 is because, again, like we said with Wu-Tang, like we said with Outkast. I mean, not Outkast, with Boot Camp Click. What other crew was like that? You know what I'm saying? That sound different from everybody else, you know what I'm saying? And was still lyrically potent, you know what I'm saying? And I think like those 3 crews, when you name them, even like Native Tongue, they all had something about them that was unique. So I think I could easily see people putting the Dungeon Family in their top 5 because they just, you know, again, like Kill said, you had the RZA, you had the Beat Miners, Native Tongue, you had a couple of different people, but you had Organized Noise. And, you know, it's kind of a trait where you got these crews of MCs that are dope and different, and then you got this production team that just harnessed the sound of that crew. And that's why we're here today, you know, giving our top 5 crews.
Hey, Vague, we giving you keys to the city of Atlanta, bro. You just you got it.
I know, right? like what he said about Dungeon Fam, well, particularly the Goody Mob video. That's what boot camp was for me in the South. That was New York. Like
that's
when
true.
I saw those videos, that was New York for me.
It's funny you said that, man, because the first time I went to New York, it was like 93, 94, and I felt like I knew. Like we were in Brooklyn, and I felt like I knew different things just based off of hip hop. And so for Cass to do that, I'll wait till I get to me. But yeah, Vay, you right on point, bro.
Nah, Vern, it's on you.
Okay, so the reason why we love Dungeon Family so much is what Nick said and what Vay said. We knew about all the boroughs. We knew about Compton. We knew about Oakland. Finally, they all know about Old National and College Park and Decatur and the SWATs. And it came from a dope perspective, man. To Vay's point, never has every member in one crew been so diverse. Trying to outdo the last verse that I birthed, that's my curse. Yeah, so that's Stacks. I'm gonna go, since you said CeeLo, I'm gonna go Big Gip.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna give Big Boy his props, man, because for so long it's like Dre and then Big Boy kind of played it back. That nigga is dope at what he does, so I'm gonna put him out there. So for songs, Southern Playalistic, man, that song is Atlanta, bro. The video is Atlanta. When I want to feel good, when it's a sunny day, I put that one on. I'm gonna say Black Ice, Sky High, Cell Therapy, of course. Watch for the Hook, and then Mighty O.
Okay, that's from the
the
movie they did, right?
Yeah. And then the whole world, I like that joint too, the bounce of it. So, I mean, but y'all know how I feel about Dungeon Family, so it's already been said.
Right.
Rico, Ray, Pat, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I gotta do a better job of naming these folk first. In the Dungeon Family, Outkast, Goody Mob, Parental Advisory, Society of Soul, Witch Doctor, and Cool Breeze. You know what I'm saying?
Did you say Backbone?
Backbone, Killer Mike, Big Rude.
Yeah.
I didn't know Killer Mike was in.
He's like second generation. But
he's second generation. Yeah.
I was like
Slim Calhoun.
Yeah. But for me, like I said, I was always a fan. Top 3 MCs: Big Boy, 3000, and CeeLo. To me, CeeLo's verse on Get Up.
I don't recall ever graduating at all.
Someone tell me a CeeLo album to listen to, because
we can't. We're not Goody Mob.
Goody Mob.
I mean, I'll say this: I like the Lady Killer album.
But you guys are giving CeeLo all these props off of what, like verses?
Though. Yeah.
But I mean,
well, you gave it to Method Man, right?
The verse I'm giving you is off of Goody or Outkast.
Yeah, the Goody Mob.
I don't think
Soul Food is still standing.
the CeeLo solo album, for me at least, didn't give me those bars. You know what I mean? Like, he was making more so, I don't want to say pop songs, maybe R.
No, it was pop songs.
It was
pop. It's straight pop. He went for the money.
Pop,
Yeah, you know.
Pop, but I'm talking about like his verse on Black Skin on Still.
Okay.
Like stuff like that.
Beautiful Skin.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
That's fair.
You know what I mean?
Cell Therapy. He shut it down.
Exactly. Cell Therapy. My top 5 songs: Cell Therapy. I'm gonna go Spody Audi. I'm gonna go Watch for the Return of the G. Play Ball Remix. You know what I mean? It's the reprise on
what
playlist ball remix with the
okay.
The whole remix is what I love. And for Goody, it was. You know, the crazy thing about Dungeon, in the middle, at the beginning of the show, me and my people was like, man, it'd be so dope if 3000 was here, 3000. By the middle of the show, I was like, man, fuck 3000. We good with that. Like, it was like, yo, these dudes are coming out in the show. Like I told people, I expected it to be like, okay, Goody would do 8 songs, then Big Boy would come out. Yo, they just kept rotating, man. Like, it was Dungeon. I mean, Goody would come out, do 3 songs, then Big Boy would do 3 with Sleepy, then CeeLo would come out and do a solo set, and Witch Doctor would come out, and Rico and Pat would walk across state, like, and then at the end it just ended with Watch for the Hook, man. It was just crazy. The energy was still there. I always say they had 2 DJs scratching the whole time. Like, I can't tell the respect that I have for niggas from the South to be doing something that niggas from up north don't even do no more was just amazing to me, that this dude got 2 DJs scratching the whole show. Like, not just playing, no, I mean scratching the whole joint, and they killed it. All right, this is where we may get a little iffy here. I'm gonna just start naming some crews and then we keep it going. Hit Squad. Does Hit Squad make anybody's top 5? Well, you know what? Let me stop doing that. Let's do this. Nick, give me the rest of your crews. We'll just go.
We already did what, 4? We already did 4 in a row. Native Tongues, Wu-Tang, Boot Camp, Dungeon Fam, Hieroglyphics for me.
Hyro, that's the other one I had too.
Hyro for you. All right, for you. Who in Hyro? What's your members and your songs?
Dell, Funky Homo Sapien, Casual, and Ty J from Souls.
All right.
You got to do 93 Till Infinity.
Of course.
Catch a Bad One from Dell. I Didn't Mean To from Casual. A Name I Call Myself from Souls. And I had a B-side called Good Feeling, Souls of Mischief. So that's my 5.
All right.
Yeah.
Vern, did anybody else have Hyro?
Yeah, I did.
Vern, what's your joints?
I'm gonna go Dale. I'm gonna go Casual, and I love Ty J, man. My favorite song after 93 Till Infinity is Take the Time to Remind and Make Your Mind Up. I love that track. Nickname the other ones, man. So that's me right there.
All right, and Porsche, you had them too.
No, they said it all. It's same.
And the MCs too.
You know,
and MCs too.
the one that nobody ever named. I love That's When You Lost. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
I know 93 to Infinity is a
That's When You Lost is a banger.
but That's Where You Lost. That one got me from the door.
They got a joint where they sample Taxi that's real dope too. I forget the name of it.
Yeah, I think it couldn't clear.
It might be called Taxi.
They couldn't clear it. Yeah, I think it's called Taxi. Yeah.
Which is bugged because Bob James has cleared so much other shit. So it's kind of bugged to me why he was never one of those.
Yeah, it's funny that he wouldn't clear that.
Right, and like he's not one of those art. I mean, people have sampled Bob for years, so it's just shocking to me that one got cleared. All right, Nick, do you have any other crews or you guys?
No, that's it. You said top 5. That's it.
Yeah, you got anybody slept on anything?
Slept on. It's hard to say slept on.
All right, we'll stay with you.
I'll say,
and then I'll
Liquid
top
Crew.
5 first.
The Liquid Crew.
The Liquid Crew. All right.
King T, Alcoholics, Exhibit, Feel the Agony, Loop Pack. Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, Porsche, what about you? Anybody else in your top 5 crews?
Not really. I don't think anybody's really slept on when it comes to official crews like that because there's not like, I mean, we hear about them all one way or another. I've got Slaughterhouse on mine. I don't know if they count. But I got Royce and Budden. I love them. Yeah. All right. That's all I got.
Right. Veg, you got anybody else in your top 5 crews?
Juice Crew.
Big
Daddy Kane. Cool.
Wow, how could I forget that? Wow.
I mean, I was coming to him. I mean, Veg look at me like this. I was coming to him.
Actually, I'm looking at the camera.
Oh,
I'm looking at everybody.
This guy.
right.
But yeah, man, Juice Crew. Obviously, man, like one of the first crews to set off the cruise.
True.
Big Daddy Kane.
Let's do this real quick. Just to run down of them. You're talking Marley Marl, MC Shan, Kool G Rap, Big Daddy Kane, Master Ace, Craig G, Tragedy, Roxanne Shante, and Biz.
Yeah. Top 3, Big Daddy Kane, Kool G Rap. I think back then I was more of a fan of Craig G with Dropping Science. Because that was like I loved that record back in the day. That's probably his only record, if I can remember correctly. But the rest of the joints, yeah, seriously, I don't remember.
I don't know what happened.
Did you mention Intelligent Hoodlum?
Yeah, trash.
Okay.
Okay, well then,
what happened with that debut album?
Craig G out
with that
Tragedy.
What happened with that album? But like it was all.
Didn't he have like 2 solo albums?
Yeah, the second one was high. The second one I kind of messed with. The second Craig G album, I got it over here. My bad, Veg. Keep going. Well,
then Big Daddy Kane, Kool G Rap, and Intelligent Hoodlum, not Tragedy, because that was a dude. That was more than like the later 90s, mid 90s dude. But Intelligent Hoodlum, Impeach the President, stuff like that. Favorite songs, Streets of New York, just as a story. I just thought, I was just like, damn, Kool G Rap is nice. Big Daddy Kane, Ain't No Half Stepping, and probably Warm It Up Kane. Like sometimes when that record comes on, because like back then, I had a high top fade and I was dancing too. And when that Warm It Up Kane shit come on, sometimes I'd be feeling like, damn, I'm about to dance, but my sons probably look at me like, nigga, what are you doing? Get your fat ass away. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, those are probably my favorites, man. But yeah, man. And one of the things that makes the Juice Crew one of the best crews of all time for me is, not only the fact that they were probably like one of the first to kind of do something like that, but they just had a dynamic that, as far as the MCs, like, how could I forget Symphony? That's one of my favorite songs. They just had a dynamic as MCs where nobody was really the same. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, it was like Wu-Tang before Wu-Tang. You know what I'm saying? Like Biz is kind of like Old Dirty, and you know what I'm saying? And
good one.
Big Daddy Kane is kind of slick like Jizza is. You know what I'm saying? So it was just one of those things where it was exciting because they had this dynamic group and they all had dope records and they all had dope albums. So yeah, man, Juice Crew is that would be my that wouldn't be my 5 because that would be 4. I didn't have Dungeon Family. I guess my 5th one would be Hit Squad. I was a big EPMD fan. Top 3 MCs, Redman, K Solo at the time. I was really into K Solo. I know some people nowadays they don't like all that spelling shit, but back then, quick story, like y'all want to know about Ill Will? He loved that nigga K Solo.
K Solo.
Like, yo, stick spelling shit in his rhymes. I'm like, yeah. Oh, spellbound, nigga. What the fuck?
SPELL, WELL.
Yeah, right. But you know,
it was dope. Yeah.
We gotta keep it funky, babe. I know for me, when niggas would do that shit, I would spend hours trying like the BIGDADDYKANE. Like that was like amazing at the time.
Yeah, exactly.
That was his whole name out. Like it winding it to be like, I gotta get this right. So you know, again, like you said, now people like the niggas spell. Like,
yeah, right.
It's almost like that.
You guys are very easily impressed.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. It was new. It was different. Like he wasn't used to hearing stuff like that.
Right.
Dude spelling all his rhymes and shit. And third, like Redman, K Solo. I'm about to pull a portion, just say Das Effects. Mainly because they were so different.
Yeah.
The rest of the crew, you know what I'm saying? They felt like the future, you know what I'm saying? Because I loved EPMD, I love what Redman was doing, obviously, and K Solo. But when I heard Das Effects, I was just like, damn, man, like they done found the next level of hip hop, you know what I'm saying? Favorite songs, man, fuck it. I like all of them, man. So going to the next person. I like all of them.
Yeah, the funny thing with me, with the Juice Crew, I think mine was Kane, G-Rap, and Biz. I was a huge Biz fan. Like, to me, going off
I love Biz.
Yeah.
Respect, as you know, and I mean, of course, you know, I remember seeing something on VH1 like Biz Markie, One Hit Wonder, off that Just a Friend joint. You know what I mean? And it's just like, you know, these are the people who don't know shit about hip hop.
Exactly.
You know,
That's what's on the charts.
You know, this nigga Spring Again and all that shit. But that Going Off album, like, I mean, Picking Boogers and Albee Square Mall and Nobody Beats the Biz.
Make the music with your mouth.
Vapors, like
Vapors. I love that joint.
You know, and I know he didn't write his rhymes, Kane wrote them, but I just love Biz. Top 5 song, Symphony, Ain't No Half Step, and Road to the Riches. That was like the first sample I think I found, and like it blew my mind when I heard that Billy Joel sample. Nobody Beats the Biz, and here's the wild part: I hated this song when it was out, but I love it now. The bridge, I hated it when it came out, probably because I love BDP so much. And people who know me know if I ride with you, nigga, I ride for you. You know what I mean? So, but I love listening to the bridge. I mean, the beat, everything like that. And Vague, one of the things you were saying that made them, like you were saying, that made them see so different. And also with Hit Squad doesn't make my top 5, but they're right there. But it was almost like Marley was like the holy grail of hip hop.
Yeah.
You know? So it was like, you got to find your way to Marley. Like that nigga was the Wiz almost. Like it was like, you know, when you think about it, like, yo, Eric B got fucking Rakim from Wine Dance, Long Island, and brought that nigga all the way to Queensbridge. Like, you know, it's like if I could just find my way to Marley, you know what I mean? Like, then I could get on too. Like, same thing with Biz. Marley said Biz showed up at his door one day, like, yo, I'm here. Like, yo, who the fuck are you? Like, you know, like, everybody was just like, if we could find Marley, then, you know, because you got Kane from Brooklyn, you got G-Rap from Queens, you got Ace from Brooklyn, you know, you got these MCs coming from all over, bringing different styles. Same thing with the Hit Squad. You know, you had, you know, Dice Crazy Drazy from Brooklyn, Scoob was from Jersey, Red was from Jersey, you know, but then K Solo's from LI, he from Central Islip. So you had so many different crews coming at you. So I feel you on that. Vern, you got anybody else?
No, but I'm gonna just jump in on the 2 crews I just said, bruh. I don't know why, but the Ill Street Blues. Every time that came on for 3 parties in a row, the parties got trashed. I'm talking about chairs being thrown. I don't know if it was some subliminal message, within that music, man. But no, I apologize for not even thinking about the Juice Crew. Marley Marl was RZA. Marley Marl was the Organized Noise before. I mean, he put all them together with all those crazy different kind of styles. Because I mean, you can't even see a Big Daddy Kane hanging with a Biz. I mean, that's
but the
that
Wild
don't
Boys,
match.
they did. That's how
I know that.
Biz and Kane was cool.
Yeah. But Kane, smooth cat, Brooklyn cat, and Biz just zany or whatever. But it meshed, man. So we definitely got to give Marley and the Juice Crew that props, man, for sure.
Okay. You got any other? You're done with your top five?
I'm done, man.
I'm gonna just start naming some other crews. One of my crews that was slept on to me was I don't even know if they had a name. I just call them the Herbie Love Bug crew.
Okay, that's one. Yes,
I call them my PG-13 hip hop crew.
Yeah,
Get and Play, Salt and Pepper, Kwame, Dana Dane, Sweet Tea, and God bless her soul after MC Light got done with her, Antoinette. You know what I mean? That was Herbie's crew. My top three was Kwame, Sweet Tea, and Play. Songs, Getting Funky, Salt and Pepper's I Desire, Kid and Play's Do This My Way, Kwame's The Man We All Know and Love, and Let the Rhythm Run. It was a song, it was on the Color soundtrack.
Yes, sir.
I know niggas like to front on Salt and Pepper, like, let's talk about sex and shake it. Yo, that first album, High Cool Vicious, 5 Mike, I don't care what nobody said. Another thing about sometimes your crew was your label mates. So you had the Death Row crew. You had RBX. You had Ray. You had
Dog Pound
and Corrupt. That was crazy. Nick, you said it. The Liquid crew. You had King T, the Alcoholics, Exhibit, the Far Ride, Lupat, Agony. You had the Gangstar Foundation with Gangstar, Group Home, J.
Rue,
Jug,
DITC. Come on.
Yeah, I got they on the list. They on the list. You got Flip Mode with Buster, Split Star, Ramp. Rod Digger.
You know what? I ain't really like them though. Outside of
Flip Mode,
Busta Rhymes, and Rod Digger. That was about it.
Hey man, I can say I need a Split Star in my camp. Like before,
as the hype man.
Before I go do a presentation, I need Split. He bring you out, boy.
Yeah, you had them. I know State Prop with Beans, Freeway Pete, Young Guns, Chris Neef, Emilio Sparks. One of the Flip Mode songs I love, we used to play it on 88.9 all the time. Cha Cha Cha, man. Like that shit was crazy. If y'all never heard it, Google Cha Cha Cha. What y'all come around here for? It was off the Violator 2 soundtrack. Knots did the beat. I'll just leave it at that. And I loved Rampage is Wild for the Night. I love that joint. You also
just mad Buster let him have it.
Yeah,
that should have been a Buster track.
Yeah, y'all brought them up earlier. Flavor Unit, Queen Latifah, Naughty by Nature, Apache, God Bless the Dead, Freddie Fox, 45 King, Nikki D, Lakeem Shabazz,
Nikki D,
DITC, Lord Finesse, Diamond D, Showing AG, OC, Fat Joe, Big L. My top favorite MCs, OC, Big L, Diamond D.
Question about DITC. Why is Fat Joe considered a member when outside of his first album, he ain't really fuck with them? If you look at the credits, it wasn't no Showbiz, wasn't no Lord Finesse, no Diamond D outside of that first album.
I don't know. That may be a label thing. You know what I mean? It could have been the tide of hip hop changed a lot between FloJo and his second album. You know what I mean? So I don't know if the label came in and tried to Brody and say, look, these DITC niggas, your friends ain't making no to make money. So we got to make you some money. But I don't know what it is. But you know what? To this day, I got to convince my kids that Fat Joe ain't from Miami. So at the end of the day, you know what I mean? Try and tell a teenager Fat Joe from the Bronx. So I got to convince niggas that this nigga's from the Bronx. So. But obviously they still roll together, so obviously something is still there. Maybe it is a thing where I remember it was a boot camp interview, and they were saying how when they were going through their split with Priority, Rock was saying somebody Priority wanted them, but boot camp was leaving, and Drew Hyden was like, get your money. Like,
yeah,
yo,
yeah, I remember that. I heard that.
hold you back. Like, yo, if they give you an opportunity, like, go do your opportunity. You know, it's all love. Like, you know what I mean? Dipset, Cam, Jewels, Jim Jones, Freaky Zeke, Max B, Hell Rel, 40 Cal. I know this is only in Philly. Nobody has ever heard of them before. The Hilltop Hustlers.
Yeah.
Nick, who are
come on.
those
Yeah,
people?
yeah.
Like, what's the Hilltop Hustlers?
I heard of them. I heard of them.
The Hilltop Hustlers. Yo, this was Steady B,
Steady B, baby.
Cool C.
Okay, all
Yeah.
right.
It was 3 Times Dope, and it was
Yeah.
Youngsters. And what happened
you're
was
right.
3 Times Dope found out they was on that Lawrence Goodman was like the man behind the Hilltop Hustlers. It was on some old Ice Cube, Jerry Heller type shit that they was jerking them niggas. So three Times Dope left. And then I don't know if people ever pay attention to this, but Steady B and Cool C and 3D was like dissing each other back and forth in the videos. Like in Funky Dividends, they was like, yo, when I was with the Nut Boy EST, he wouldn't take me nowhere. You know what I mean? Like little subliminal diss like that. Or in the video, like they had a dude from the back with the Gumby haircut looking like EST. You know,
when I was with Steady B, I had it all.
Exactly. I was Steady B, I had it all, you know, or whatever like that. And then from that, 3 Times Dope started their own little clique that nobody cared about. But it was 3 Times Dope, Lara, Kwame. I don't know how Kwame got in the crew. I don't fucking know. And then you also had the First Priority crew, which was Audio 2, MC Light, Positive K, me, and the Alliance. I know I'm the only person who cares about them, but my top 5 was Top Billin', Paz and MC Light. I'm not having it. Of course, MC Light's Paper Thin, Positive K, Step Up Front, and MC Light's Survival of the Fittest. And the last squad I got was the Terror Squad. Now, you had what? I mean, no, I'm just naming the rest of the team. They're not anywhere, nothing with me, but I'm just, you know,
Fat Joe and Pun,
and this time I'm just,
at all.
I'm just saluting all the crews. So you had Fat Joe and Big Pun. I don't know if Cuban Links ever came out with an album. I don't know if Triple Says ever came out with an album. Tony Sunshine, I think, was the singing nigga. So I think that's what he did, but I'm not 100% sure. And yeah, so that's what I came up with for the crews and everything like that. Yo, now
I got 3 other crews.
Who you got, Meg?
G Unit.
Oh hell yeah!
G Unit was a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, they were.
The Firm. The album wasn't great, but them freestyles and them
I can't believe I forgot The Firm.
And remixes.
I can believe we forgot him.
I cannot believe I forgot. I love The Firm. I love that album. I am an advocate for it.
Please don't say that in my presence again.
Hey, you love the
Okay.
I love you, Portia. Don't say that again.
Who else you had, Meg?
This one's a cheat, Def Squad. Because once they broke off from Hit Squad, I was mad. But then when you look at Keith Murray, Redman, and Eric Sermon, you was like, well, nah, that shit is dope.
And then Jamal.
Yeah, and Jamal.
So
that was a dope crew too. That's all I had though.
All right, no doubt. Off topic for 5 seconds for us to end the show. It was funny because yesterday I got into a lot of great conversations about Ayesha Curry. Now, 9 times out of 10, I have Aisha's back. I think a lot of people don't like Ayesha because, you know, what she represents. And I'll say this right now, hoes are winning. Like, let's just keep it funky. Like, right now, you know, I feel like it's more hoes than good girls. Maybe I'm wrong, but it just feels that way. So
ladies, I did not say a thing.
Yeah. They did say this is all me. So y'all can add it at me. But I think usually I got her back, but when she said the whole thing, like I wanted other men to pay me attention, like I felt like that's where you lost. You know what I mean? And I felt like that was one. And one of my homegirls said it on Twitter. She was like, I think when you sitting down with Jada and you in the kitchen, you kind of forget you on TV. Like, because that sounded like something you tell your homegirl, or you tell somebody when you on the phone and you don't know you on speaker. Like, I don't have a problem with her thinking that. I had a problem with her saying that.
Verbalizing it. Yeah.
And on top of that, you saying it right next to Steph's mother. Like, you saying
exactly
to the like. I told
his mom and his sister-in-law.
Yeah. And I said this to my man White. I said, you know what? Ayesha better be lucky Steph don't got no ghetto mom. because I tell you this: if the year was 1998, and that was Ann Iverson, and Tawana was talking about Allen, exactly. Yo, I honestly think Ann Iverson would have punched her in her mouth. Like, bitch, I know you ain't talking about my Bubba Chuck like that. Like, what? Like, so I just, but just, I know Porsche, me, you, and Vern, Vague. I know you and Nick really weren't in the combos, but please, if you got something to bring to say it. But I know me and you and Vern, but that was my only thing, because then people like, oh, she was being honest. I'm like, yo, that's cool. But I just think one of the things that social media has made us do is you don't need the power to read minds anymore, because people tell you what's on their mind all the time. There are just certain things that you just need to keep to yourself.
Yeah.
That's cool. Like, I'm not mad at that. I'm sure we all want somebody else to say you cute, or, you know, I like you, you know, fine. But you don't say that shit. You know what I mean? Because here's the wild part. What happened? Yo, I don't know how the locker room in Golden State is. Maybe they
boy, that's what I've been thinking.
But I'll say this. If you was in a nigga locker room, nigga, you getting clowned. You were getting clowned. Like, yo, damn, dog, your girl needs some attention. Yo, here's my DM right here. Like that's a bad look for both of them.
It is.
So it was just a bad look. Porsche, what do you feel about Mrs. Curry?
I mean, I like Ayesha Curry. I don't have a problem with her whatsoever. I know some people do. I've seen a lot of like really negative things being said about her. I think for someone who is an extremely classy lady, who's always, you know, been in public and very like, you know, she's a well-liked individual, I think, up until this particular incident. And people do find her quite beautiful, and men do really pay attention to her. I think it's a bad look for someone like that, someone who's very, you know, has her shit together, and she didn't, I guess. And I understand this whole climate of like, you know, she's being real and vulnerable and all that stuff. And that's cool. But like you said, and I think you tweeted, you don't have to always say things publicly. You really don't. And I said, like, I wish she had some sort of PR agent that would tell her to like, just stop talking, because the more she talks, I feel like the more she's digging herself in this hole. And for me, I come from a culture where you respect your spouse, or, you know, your fiance or boyfriend, whatever, and you don't do something that could potentially, as a woman, like, you don't do something that could potentially disrespect that person. Like, you sort of are a reflection of their choice and their all these things. That's cultural for me. But so for me, I just kind of cringed when she said that, and when I saw the clips, I was like, yikes, like, please stop. And I really felt bad for Steph, because I don't know how he doesn't want to hear about dudes, like random dudes wanting to smash his wife. Like, Are you kidding me?
Right.
That can't be good. Nobody wants. I'm sure no dude wants. I mean, you guys are dudes.
No.
Thank you.
I'm like Patrice O'Neal. We say, if I can't send my girl to the grocery store at 1 a.m. and nobody try to rape her, I don't want her. I'm joking.
Dog.
Joking.
Okay.
Rest in peace, Patrice O'Neal.
You talking about me?
But no.
The views expressed by Nick.
Right. The view. This is not a part of 5B. This has nothing to do with your rape. Goes to Nick.
Look. With her, she goody two shoe. I mean, what she not gonna be the Wednesday crush, whatever they do?
Yeah, Women's Crush Wednesday.
She not that tight. She just not that tight. She got to get over that.
Yeah.
To me, she look like Miley Cyrus. So
wow.
I mean,
Wow. Hey.
I'm just saying, like a black version of Miley Cyrus. I'll send a picture to prove it.
But he's on one tonight.
He on one. Yeah. All right. So a couple of things, man. First of all, and this might be unpopular opinion, but I'm gonna tell all y'all, man. Y'all get some people, not y'all, but Twitter. Y'all get some real people in y'all life, bro. Will and Jada don't have all the answers.
Honestly.
I mean, have you seen? I'm gonna just judge me if you want. Okay, have you seen their kids? Stop it, man. They don't have all the answers.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the first thing. They're not the be all, the end all to sit down and you're gonna go to the mountaintop and get some. I mean, they got some good stuff. You can learn something from anybody. That's the first thing. Secondly, everything you think you shouldn't express. Just like you heard women say, "Don't embarrass me out here in these streets" to their husband. I say the same thing for Steph. Don't embarrass me out here, bruh. You know the level of trash talk that goes on in the NBA. You remember KG told Carmelo, "La tastes like Honey Nut Cheerios." Dude, can you imagine? What's my man Patrick Beverly or some of these cats? But I mean, they already see. Here's the thing: Steph and Aisha are good folks, and y'all know what I mean by that.
Yeah.
It's okay. You seen this? I mean, I grew up in the church. I seen people that I grew up with in the church trying to cuss. It's like, dude, you sound stupid. You know, trying to be something that ain't you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Aisha, you ain't for the social media fangirl
thirst
type.
traps.
Yeah, that ain't you. You're a cute girl. You got your husband. Y'all winning. Let them hate. I mean, and then secondly, you threw out a statement about a year or two ago, and I understood what she meant by that. Look, she was like, the stuff that I got ain't for the public. It's for my husband. You know, everybody else can walk around half naked if they want to. Some took that as slut shaming. I can see it from both sides. So don't think you're gonna get sympathy from people who already assume you're goody two shoes. You already winning. Y'all about to be billionaires.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you got the game on lock. So sympathy from the mass public you ain't gonna get. And I wish Mama Curry would have told her you don't got to do this, because we ain't never heard from Mama Curry. You know, she's a dime. You know, Dale out here playing the ball, so she should have schooled Aisha at her red table. They ain't had to go to Jada's red table. They should have did that at the Curry compound somewhere. So, and the more she talks, the more she digs a hole for herself. I get what she means by. I mean, because in my little old me, and you know, I deal with all women real estate agents, so I get how a woman could feel when all you work with is women all the time. Now you put that times a trillion when you got these basketball groupies.
Mm-hmm.
So I get where she was coming from, but that's not a talk for millions to consume, and that's just my take on it.
Beg, you got anything, or did you even hear about this until now?
I heard about it. I didn't watch the video because really don't care.
Yeah.
I've been married for 18 years, and when it comes to Aisha, she said some dumb shit about basketball a couple of times. And I remember Steph Curry. I remember saying this because I was like, damn, Steph is a G. He said he's gonna turn the internet off in the house. But she can't tweet. And I was like, my man. And that's kind of how I summarize her. And this could be on Steph. I think she's seeking attention. I don't think that was really about other dudes being up in DM. I think that was a message to Steph. It should be, as her husband, because, I mean, not the way Nick put it, but what Nick said,
it was a Patrice O'Neal joke.
Just take the word rape out.
I get what he was saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, she may be feeling like, you know, obviously Steph is a big star, NBA star. He's out playing ball, doing all kinds of stuff. And she's probably missing, you know, the marriage part of it. You know what I'm saying? The having her husband around and being desired all the time. He probably come through, give her a kiss or whatever. Definitely having sex because they're having kids all the time. Yeah. But it might not be the kind of the kind of intimate relationship she desires, you know what I'm saying, as his wife. So, you know, I don't agree with her going on a platform like that, which is extremely popular right now, to say something like that, because like Portia said, now that makes him look some kind of way as a husband, as a man, as everything. And she has to look at the fact that, you know, any one of our wives or significant others can say something out loud, and we'll get heated if they say that shit with 3 people in it. She got to look at the fact that she's saying this at the red table.
Yeah.
Which is probably the audience is predominantly women. And
yep.
then men follow what women do, because we like, what she say? Like, what's her handle on social media? So I mean, it was to me, it was a call for attention. but I think it was more attention from Steph than it was attention from random dudes in her DM.
Right.
Because if she is a God-fearing woman, she don't want. I'm sure Portia has to deal with it sometimes.
Yeah.
She don't want.
They don't want them
Yeah.
DMs.
She does not want that.
This ain't what
Portia
you
does
want.
not deal with that. Thank God.
Because I've heard some stories. I'm like, what he did? What? Like, you know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
And
Dudes are fools out here.
I think
For
the
real.
thing that I think the thing that shocked me from one of the stories the most is just, you know, it goes back to all that glitters ain't gold. You know what I mean?
yeah.
You know, she said that she's on medication for depression. You know, now my first instinct.
Anxiety.
Well, I don't know. It said depression.
Oh,
So
really? Okay.
depression, anxiety, but what I read was depression. And of course, it's like, nigga, you rich. Like, how are you depressed? But when you take a step back, it's like you, like Veg said, like my man is traveling the country. Here's the thing: if you are trying to have a successful marriage in the NBA, you gonna be crazy. Like as a wife, you are gonna be crazy because I've heard so many crazy stories about the NBA and what goes on. I mean, I think Shawnee O'Neal was talking about how groupies would get into the showers in the Miami Heat locker room. You know what I mean? So you're just talking about. So if you're trying to have a marriage, you probably would go crazy. God forbid you and Steph get into an argument and he going on a 7-game road trip. You know what I mean? Like I know women, and again, you know, and I get women saying, you know, it was great to hear this from another woman, and that's cool. But I know women who stress out when their husbands go to work every day. You know, because like Vern said, you work in a predominantly female field. I work in the hood and in schools. There ain't no men nowhere in them. You know what I mean? So you see a black man coming in who's married, taking care of his daughter. Like, so again, I can only imagine that. But I think the hard part too is that you've got to work together to keep your marriage. Now, I'm not trying to preach, and I saw this once on one of those Real Sports episodes on HBO about Doug Christie. Now, I'm not talking about, I don't know nothing about Jackie and basketball wives. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is this, is when they said, you know, Jackie, you know, follows the team and Jackie is there. And people called it crazy, but I'll say this. Veg, you've been married 18 years. I've been married 19 years. Vern, how long you been married?
23.
23. Here's the thing. You've got to find what works for your marriage.
Yep.
When I do marriage coaching, I never say, don't try to do no shit for your husband you better ask your husband. But because the thing is, if Doug is trying to be committed and it takes his wife to follow him, I know it sounds crazy, but if that's what it takes to keep these bitches away from you, then goddamn it, I will do it. And it may sound crazy. The thing that only made me a little crazy with them was like they get remarried every year. But again, you know what? If that's what keeps y'all happy, so be it. And I remember the people on Real Sports were kind of clowning Doug. Like, well, what kind of life does she have? And blah, 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 blah. And I'm sitting here like, maybe if Vanessa was in Denver with Kobe, that nigga wouldn't have got hit with a rape case. But don't nobody want to talk about that, right? Like, you know, maybe he wouldn't have got with the rape. And it's just like, I think the biggest thing is that I get it. If you are married, I can if Tanya was Halle Berry, or I don't know who the biggest black actress is now, and you in movies with Morris Chestnut this month and take
Idris Elba,
next month. Like as a nigga, I am gonna be like, yo, we good? Like you should like you going where with Idris? Y'all going to shoot? Oh, okay, yeah. Me and they gonna just be here. Like and then after they gonna shoot with Michael Ealy in Canada, really? And like
we'll be back till we gonna shoot this sex scene.
Right. And again, I know as men, we ain't supposed to say that, but that's real. Like real. I understand that, and it's just like I told some dude I was going back and forth with Twitter. I was just like, yo, prayerfully, they get the help that they need, because at the end of the day, I've seen insecurities ruin a marriage. You know. And the dude was like, well, Steph knew what he was getting when he signed up for it. I said, maybe not. Maybe he wasn't insecure in the beginning. Because we got to remember, Steph Curry wasn't Steph Curry when he came in the league.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. They've been together since they was like 15, bro. Nobody signed up for this. They had no clue. And I mean, we ain't signed up for what we've been in. Because as you said, Kill, your marriage changes.
Yeah.
Over the years. Now multiply that times social media, times ESPN, times groupies. Yeah, you didn't sign up for that. You didn't know what you was getting into.
Right. And then, like I said, more than anything, I just hope that, prayerfully they get help, the help that they need. Because if it was a cry for help, then because if she would have said, yo, I want my man to still tell me I'm sexy or I'm attractive like that, I'm good with that. But when you talking about you want other niggas, like, nah, that's where you lost. But
Kill, and Portia, I'm even trying to upset the ladies. You get mad at it.
That's okay. Nick already did that.
The single guy took the bullet for the married.
Right. Thank you.
You know damn well she's not going to say it that way. She's going to say she want other dudes, but she's really talking to you. Right.
I totally get it, but it's just at the end of the day, guess what? Now Steph got to go back to Houston after hearing this shit. Now, I don't know. This nigga on a road trip to Houston with them Houston hoes. I don't know if that's the thing. Maybe if that nigga was going to Utah or Spark
the Mormon shit.
Yeah. Like, that was Spark argument when that nigga about to go to Houston, go to England. So,
man, I saw a meme with Aisha in her wedding dress and James Harden. They Photoshop stuff for James Harden. That's the kind of stuff he gonna have to deal with now, man.
Yeah, like I said, the people talking trash. You gotta have the fans talking trash. Your teammates may be fucking with you. They may be like, "Nah, I don't fuck with Steph." That nigga ain't shooting good right now. But
I want to see like the signs the fans have in Houston.
Yeah. I told you. I think who was it? Skills put something.
Yeah, Aisha.
Every time that Steph get on the floor, start playing Aisha. Like it's not a good look. It was, and Steph, like you said, babe, the G thing was, I'm unplugging the internet. Because you up here talking about the NBA is rigged. Like, nigga, you crazy? These the niggas who pay our bills. Like, you really want to be tweeting out. Like, yeah, take Twitter away, take everything away. But again, at the end of the day, she probably is lonely as shit. You know what I mean? And it's kind
with 3 kids.
Yeah, with three kids. Yeah.
With 3 kids. So I'm lonely. I got 3 kids, and this nigga at a club after a game, and he ain't answering the cell phone. So sad part is, at the end of the day, women, I never get why NBA players get married. I never unless you're just a gold digger, I definitely know why you're trying to get with them. But I think it was one thing Cookie Johnson said that Magic had asked to marry her a while ago, and she was like, nah, nigga, like, I'm not fucking with that. Like, that lifestyle, like, when you start to slow down and we talking about retirement then, but like, and I think John Wall was like, these niggas out here get married, I'm good. Like, I'm not, are you stupid? Like, and I know a lot of people do it for business reasons, because I know a lot of executives will say, to get this State Farm and different product placements, it looks good if you're married with a family. And I guess John Wall, like, fuck that. Like, I just, commercials then, because I ain't going that way. So that's it for Ayesha Curry. Praying for them. Nick, give them all the good information, good brother. I don't know if you want to give me.
I'm not giving it out today.
They gonna find you.
I think Kill, don't tag me this time on the video.
Porsche, give them all the information.
Twitter is at @ShosheLaPorsche. That's it.
Babe, give them everything, good brother.
You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Vegas World INC, and check out my podcast, Hip Hop Now Podcast, all about hip hop news and perspectives.
All right, Burn, let them know, the closer, where to get their house if they in the. How do you do all of Georgia, or you just do?
Yeah, all of Georgia and Alabama. Yep. And about to get some other states licenses as well. So yeah.
Any A&R albums now.
Yeah, man. I got a client sending me. Let me stop because you might watch. Never mind. I'll be like, Paz does all the producing. On Instagram at V the Lone Closer, and on Twitter at V Channel 10. And let me just say this too. Yeah. Man, can all not y'all, but y'all, can y'all stop looking for entertainers and people in the public eye for advice? Steve Harvey telling y'all don't need no sleep now. I mean, 8 hours. You can't be successful sleeping 8 hours. Man, shut your. Anyway, I'm out.
All right, no doubt. Y'all already know this with me. Kill 89 Twitter and IG. We say, Veg?
I said, why would anybody listen to that
Hello, thank you.
I know, right?
Thank
Hey,
you.
you know what? That's a good point. Why would somebody but somebody? It's funny. I always tell my teens, if KD came in and taught y'all the same shit I taught y'all, y'all would listen. For the simple fact, he got the money. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. I'm a broke dude working in the hood. Like, you ain't listening to me. But if KD came in and said verbatim everything I just said, y'all be taking notes and I always said, the sad part with folk, and it seemed like it's getting worse. I'll never forget how Stella got her groove back, came out. How Stella got her groove back, and they said how trips to Jamaica like skyrocketed. You know what I mean? And it's like, oh shit, like that's how I find a man. Oh, okay, bet. Like, and that had to be 394. So you could only imagine in 2019 that it's like, if I always said like, yo, if Lil Wayne, well, not Lil Wayne no more, but whoever the biggest rapper is, if they said, yo, I'm going to college to further my education, I guarantee you college
rates increase. Exactly.
College rates will go up. So
Jay-Z said credit is important, and everybody thinks they're a financial advisor.
Niggas like da. We gotta get this 620 up. We gotta we gotta get this up to 700. Like, we gotta go. So again, it's sad, but people do look to people to say, what's popular, how to find a man, how to keep a man, and if it even remotely looks like they got it together, then they're all ears. So, by Steve Harvey having money, I guess it's like, okay, cool. Steve said don't sleep 8 hours. Okay, fuck it. I won't. But here's the problem. People are not gonna sleep 8 hours, but they not doing no business. Like, y'all just gonna be up reading the book. Like, it's not like okay, 8 hours, 4 hours, I'm gonna put into my craft. It's like, I'll just watch a movie. Like, no, nigga, you gotta be doing something.
Yeah. So, those are the same people that would rather have a lunch with Jay-Z than 50K and all this stuff. Idiots.
Yeah. That was crazy. Veg, I don't know if you saw his tweet. Somebody put out, would you rather get a job paying, what was it, like
500,000 working for somebody else, or 60,000 doing your own thing?
No. The one it was another one, like, would you rather make 200,000 a year or have lunch with Jay-Z?
Yeah,
I'm sure somebody said lunch with
people
Jay-Z.
were saying
people said lunch with Jay-Z.
Because I think the people are believing that if I have lunch with Jay-Z, he'll give me the game for me to go out here and be a multi-millionaire.
They're gonna be working at Target.
Right.
Yo, them niggas ain't Jay-Z fans, because Jay-Z would tell you, take that 200,000.
Exactly.
Flip it. Yeah.
Hey, again, the times we're living in. So, that's a sad thing. But Kill 889, IG, Twitter. We'll make beats for food.com. I will check y'all next week, y'all.
Bye.